Hello everyone, so this is again Muhammed Aziz with a new session. Today's session is about the Go language, the Go programming language. We are just trying to grab the basic knowledge of Go programming language in under 5 minutes. The Go is a very famous language. Instead, this is being, the language of the current present because it was also known as the language of the year, announced as a language of the year in 2016, also used by big tech giants, including it was already developed by Google, so they are definitely using it. But other technology groups like Microsoft are using it. It's is used by Netflix. It's used by American Express and so many other companies. So to grab under 5 minutes to see how we can quickly start Go language and what the basic structures we have, and to just see in action. So let's start this. Okay, so the first thing that you should have the Go installed in your machine. It's very easy. Just go and just write Go. So if you go to the Go programming language, just click on download. And because I'm using Windows, so just need to download the Windows MSI, which is a software installable application for you. And after this is installed, this is downloaded, just need to click this and just perform next and nothing else. You don't need to do anything else because I have already installed this one. So it is saying that you have already this version which has been installed. So that's it. Once you are done, let's kick off with the project. So what I have done, I have just created a Go directory. In the Go directory, what I will do, I will open my Visual Studio Code. There are multiple ways to open it, but this is my favorite way to open it. I just open the command prompt, and from here I will write code dot. So this will open Visual Studio Code for me with that folder which I have just selected. So I will trust on the authors. Currently there is no file in here. So what I will do first, I just need to install a couple of extensions. Those extensions will be, if you come here in the extension area and just search for Go. So this is the first one, Rich Go language support for Visual Studio Code, and it is by team at Google. So you just need to install this Go extension. That will be helpful. I have already installed, so I am not going to install it again. And then if you go into your file explorer and just create a new file, main.go, all the Go pages or the Go code files will have the extension of .go. So here we will start our main Go programs. So the syntax is quite easy if you know how to work with C language. So you can easily work in the Go language as well. So the syntaxes are like that one. So first of all, I will say packages, package main, and this is the func main. That's it. And this main function is the main area where your programs enters, where your program will start executing. And the package main means this is the package we are using. So like I said, we have to cover this under 5 minutes. I will not go more in deep. I will go with one by one. So let's start with the variables. So first of all, I will import a package for formatting our print line statements. Like you remember in C, you used to include studio.iostream.h, include connew.h for C++. And for here we have fmt, which is formatting. So here we end the format. So you can define the variables in two ways in Go language. The first by using the keyword var, and then you have to write the variable name, and then you have to define the type of the variable, and that's it. This is the one way of defining a variable, and you can initialize the variable because this is an integer. I can say 10. These lines which you can see over here is basically Go is a statically typed language. You have to define the type of the variable. It's not dynamically typed language like Python is or like JavaScript is, but here you have defined the variable type with it. And this is saying that you have declared the variable but not used, which is a compiler error, which is also a great thing that you don't need to keep the memory. These variables will be hanging around in the memory which are not being used, which is making your program inefficient. So here I can say fmt dot print line. I will just print it, my variable name. There you go. Now the error has been gone. So I have created successfully one variable and I'm just going to print it, and I will save it. Okay, so how are you going to run this program? This is also a very easy thing to do. To run your program, just go to the terminal and open new terminal, and the command actually to make this program run is go run and main.go. You just enter. IC10 has been printed successfully. This is the one way of creating the variables. The other way, which is a bit shorter way, that you can define the variables like I can say variable2 colon equals, and it can be 5. So this is another way of declaring the variables. Here I'm not telling the type of the variable because it knows that the value is 5, so it will be integer. If there is no value, definitely there are error in the program, you must define. Otherwise it will be decided on the time of compile, not on the runtime, that what the type of the variable. So I can say, if I say like hello world, so now this variable is of type string, and I can just use it here by putting commas. I can say variable2 and save it and run the program again, so you can see 10 hello world. So now we have successfully defined the variables. There are other types of variable as well, like we have float 64, we have bool, we have int 32, etc, etc. So these kind of variables which you can define here in Go language. The second thing is about, let's go further with the second thing, that's about how you actually define the condition statements. So that's also very easy if you know that how to do in C, so you can also do it here. So if I can say integer, we have variable name, that's the condition. If condition is less than 20, so if condition curly brackets, and then you can say fm dot, sorry, print line, I will say, I say you are inside the condition, and that's it. If you have multiple conditions, so that will comes up like else if condition, and then you have to go with the else at the end. So this is very easy way. Same, we are not learning a new syntaxes. All syntaxes are there, and those are quite easy to remember as well if you know any of the other language. I think Java, C++, C, C sharp, PHP, all are using the same syntaxes. So now your conditions are done, variables are done, your condition statements are done. I will remove this for now, and then next is how you will iterate if you need to make some, how to say, the program to be iterated again and again. So for that purpose, and this is Golang, and they are basically offering for loop. You won't see any for each loop here, can't see any while loop here, so the for loop is there. So syntax is again very easy. So for I will say 0, I less than, I can say variable name I plus plus, and here I can say format print line welcome, and I can say I. So it will be printed like nearly 10 times, 9 times, yeah, because 0 to 10 it will be 10 times. If I run this one, so you will see it is going from 0 to 9, and all are printing again and again. So this is about the loop. So we have covered variables, we have covered conditional statements, we have covered loops, and then now let's go over about making our own function. So like you can see here, this is the main function. It means the func is the key that is used to create the function. So I can create more functions, like function, my function, I can define it, return my function, return. And to call this function is, let's erase this one. So okay, so we have to define the what is a return type. So return type in this case will be string, because I'm returning string, because this is statically typed language, so you have to tell the what kind of data will be returned from this function. So now call this function here, and that's it. You can call how many times you want. I'm going to run this one, And at the end of this array, you will see the function is basically my function return is returning but not printing. So what I can do here, I can use fmt.print that's used to print the function which we have just written. Let's remove this one, and there you go. So my function return is there. All right, so this is the way of define the function, and the function you can also give different kind of parameters. Like I can go like x, it will be int, y, it will be int. I can say it's like this, and yeah, and then I can return like by performing some of the arithmetic operations, which will be x plus y, because both are integer. Now that we cannot return the string here, it should also be integer. Now in the function I can give that's 2 plus 5, and I will comment this one. So in this way you can see how we comment in the Go language by using the double slash brackets. And here if I run this program, so you will see the output will be 7, which is 5 plus 2. And if I going to multiply using the multiply operator, it will be 5 multiplied to 10. Like you can see we have 10, and let me remove these, put the comments here as well. And also I will comment these things because it will generate the compilation error because the variables have been defined but we did not use. We are just only calling the function right now, which is cls at the moment, 10, sorry. All right, so these are the functions that you're defining. So we have learned in this specific small period how to define variable, how to use if conditions, how to iterate through the loops, and how to run the functions. And this is pretty much it. We can go more into the deep in the coming lessons, but we see how to install Go language and then use a very then use it by typing this very small programs. I'll create more sessions where we'll go more in advance, like we will learn how the structures are working in Go language. We will see the how the Go routines are working, how the channels are basically communicating inside the routines, and what are the other things that are basically working in Go, including context and mutex, etc. I hope you enjoyed this small session. This is the best way of learning a language, but when you have the basic knowledge, if you're working with other languages, that will help you a lot. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much, and see you in the next session.